Well, I finished up my 2023 race plans. So here we go, January 8th, I'm doing the Resolution half marathon in Boring. It's set up like a relay, but they have a solo option, and they have a contest for who has the best or maybe the weirdest or funniest baton that you would pass on. And this is my baton here. Yeah, it's a it's a dog toy, and it's a squeaker. So I figured I could use the squeaker when I'm saying, coming up on somebody and I say on your left, I can just, anyway, it's not that funny. March 24th, I've got Badger Mountain Hundo, the 100 miler, and that's over on the Washington side near Kennewick. It kind of like at the, well, it's kind of like it is at the eastern end of Columbia River Gorge. So this year I've kind of made a promise to myself that I was going to start volunteering, and been racing for 12 years and I've never volunteered once. So I know I'm a horrible person. So on May 7th, I'm going to be a sweeper at the Tillamook Burn 50K, and I'll get some race credit for that, which I plan to use down here. I'll get to that in a minute. May 13th is the Sun Mountain 50 miler, and that's with Rain Shadow Racing or something like that. And I had a race credit through them from, I don't know, like COVID era or something. Anyway, that credit was getting ready to expire, so I decided to just go ahead and use it for that race. I probably wouldn't have done that race otherwise. I mean, not that it's a bad race or anything. I don't know much about it, but it's just because it's up in northern Washington and didn't really feel like driving that far. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a good race, so I'm looking forward to it. And then July 8th, I'm going to be a sweeper at Old Cascadia for the last 20 miles. And that one there, I'm hoping to use a race credit there for this one down here, which I'll get to in a minute. And the race credit that I get from sweeping Tillamook is going to hopefully apply. I can use it for the Wise Triple Crown. And this one I am super stoked about. That is a 3-day race event. It's 14K on Friday and a 50K on Saturday, and then a 18K on Sunday. And it's at Mount Hood on a lot of the trails I'm pretty used to, so that'll be a really great race, or 3 days of racing. And then August 5th, now here's another one that I'm stoked about, is the Volcanic 50K at St. Helens. If you've seen in my previous videos, you probably come across the ones where I've circumnavigated St. Helens. So this pretty much goes on the same course, the Lewitt Trail. Those circumnavigations I've done were pretty casual. They weren't, race pace. So I'm always wanted to see what I can do up there. Don't really have any goals. I mean, other than fast as I can. But as far as time, 6, 7, 8 hours, be awesome to see sub 8 hours. I don't know, those boulder fields slow me down quite a bit because I'm not crazy about just boulder hopping and jumping across them. So I kind of take it a little slow through those. And then September 9th, I've got Pond to Palm 100 miler. That's Hal Kerner's race. He's the race director for that down in Ashland, Oregon. And I actually had a race credit from that from 2 years ago. So September 2021, it got canceled due to COVID and the forest fires. And then September 2022, prior to that, I had done Bigfoot and Bigfoot 200 and screwed myself up. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, and I'll put it in a description also. But anyway, I screwed myself up in that race. Messed my legs up a little bit, and it put me out of the Pond of Palm. So I emailed Hal and was like, hey, here's what happened. would you be willing to give me a rollover? So he did, and I'm back in. So I'm looking forward to that. And then finally, Run the Rock 50 miler. That's at Smith Rock State Park over in Central Oregon. Beautiful place. I've done a video on that area. I'll also put it in the description if you haven't seen it. But I'm hoping to get credit for a little bit of credit for this from sweeping Old Cascadia. It just kind of depends. What I worry about is, I don't want to sign up for these now, because if you sign up now and then I get the credit, you can't, use the credit for something you've already signed up for. So I have to wait until after I do this and get my credit, and then hopefully this is not, already filled up. But maybe the race director might make an exception since I volunteered at one of the previous races. Anyway, that is my race plans for 2023. Tell me what you're doing. If you happen to be at one of these races and you see me, or come look for me and say hi, and let's chat a bit. So y'all have a good New Year. I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching.